L&D and HR experts. We believe in collaborating, co-creating, and contributing towards knowledge and the community. In today's session, we are really proud and happy to host on the platform Partha and Abhirup. Let me quickly tell you a little about Abhirup first. Abhirup is an entrepreneur and experienced HR professional. He founded the Grip Consultant in 2015. He's a dynamic professional with nearly 20 years of rich experience. He's worked across MNCs like IBM, BNY, Melon, Tech Mahindra, and India, and abroad as well. He has been featured in various media houses in electronic media, radio, and print media. To name a few are ET Now, Z24 Ghanta, Red FM, India Today, Business Today, Nagaland Post, and many more. So from the description that I've just given, this short introduction I've just given about Abhirup today, I am sure you know what you can look forward to, and we're really proud to have Abhirup here. We also have our very own Partha with us. Partha, who is once again quite a seasoned name in the world of learning and development. He has got solid 20 years of experience in various corporates across domains and industries. He's a very prolific and a very passionate L&D expert, and he has been hearing the L&D domain in the last assignment for the last 8 years. This is the least I could say about Partha. The rest you would realize once you see both of them on stage. They're going to mesmerize you, I'm sure. Thank you very much for joining with us here. L&D Global is one such platform which believes in contributing towards knowledge. So we keep on doing a lot of programs on our platform where we bring to you various taste of the learning and development, various different programs that we do for the entire month. So I would really want you to stay connected and be a part of L&D Global going forward. Today, the personal branding experts, I would like to call them, are here for you. So I hand it over to them. Partha and Abhirup, all yours.
Thank you very much, Ashmita. Thank you so much for saying that. So Abhirup, I was just wondering that, I have been, although, I've got some 20 years of kind of experience that is required, for the kind of work that I'm doing and the kind of things which are happening. But then somewhere, I feel that there is some requirement, or what should I say is there a way that, I could showcase myself, or maybe, try to get more attention, or maybe, so I'm just not getting the right word, but somewhere I wish to get little more attention, or maybe, showcase the kind of skill set that I have, or maybe try to get into the good books of the clients and people that I work with. So is there something that you can help me with? So I'm not talking about the expertise and everything, because 20 years is too long a time for gaining the domain knowledge and everything. So I'm talking about a little bit of finer aspects.
Okay.
So being into HR and into so many.
Can you talk about showcase, like what exactly you're expecting? Like what are you looking for when you're talking about showcasing, or what exactly you're looking for? Is there any specific intent that you have?
There are two things. Many of us, who are into either into entrepreneurship, or maybe into business, or maybe into job, somewhere it relates to pulling more attention in terms of showcasing yourself, maybe for an internal promotion, or maybe trying to get some skill set which will help you to get a new job, or maybe something which will actually try to attract a new client.
Okay.
So I'm talking about those finer aspects, which could actually be a little bit of icing on the entire thing, and that could actually project in terms of beautifying the personality or the work that I'm doing. or sharpening the skill set which I want people to know.
Okay. So are you talking? I'm sure you're aware of this term called branding, right? Or something like personal branding. Are you looking for something like that? Is it something that's what is in your mind? Did I coin the word right?
Right. I think I was missing this particular word. Thanks for. So it was like coming to my mind, but it was not coming to my. Thing. So I think brilliant thing. Yeah. So personal branding. Yes. I was not getting that word.
Really
So
great.
how do we do that? How do we do that? So are there steps to it? Are there tools to it?
So you are in a very, very good spot today, because it's not only with you. We have almost around 25, 26 other people who are with us today. And let's try and understand. We'll have a lot of collective learning, so that we can all together learn with each other's inputs about how we can actually, improve our own personal branding. But before even doing that, let's try and understand, what do we mean by a brand. So can you, everyone who are there, my dear friends in the participant zone, whose faces I have not been able to see, can you quickly put it down on the chat box? What do you understand by a brand? What does come to your mind when you hear the word brand? And obviously I'll go to Partha, because Partha is now in a student mode. So obviously I'll tell Partha, so you can learn from others, because that's the first thing you should do. Yeah, quickly on the chat box, what does it come to your mind when we think of brand? Come on, quickly, let's have some responses. Hello. Yeah, okay. Trust, showcasing. Okay, what else? Visibility, views, subscribers, followers. Wow. Identity, image which comes from long association, identity of a person, belief. Super. So does this connect with you, Partha? Is this something which you understand as brand? What the people are talking about, or your understanding is something different?
Yeah, so I like the few things which, like someone mentioned about identity, someone spoke about the visibility and the persona, or projecting yourself in a different manner. So someone mentioned about differentiator. So I think these are few words which does connect to what I'm trying to understand. It's like there is something, and we know that, okay, this is the man, okay, who can actually deliver this, or this is the man who can actually. So it's kind of a adds to your skill set or adds to your branding.
But brand is something you always associate with products, right? How is it associated with a human being? I mean, friends, can you just put it down? Like, we always consider brands connected to products, right? So are we products? Can you have a yes or a no in the chat box? Are we products ourselves? Give me a yes or a no in the chat box if you think that we are also products, and we also, branding is really product. Okay, see, no yeses. We are services. So it's selling. So do you think, Partha? Are you a product? Do you consider yourself as a product?
Well, you can consider all of us as products, because somewhere we are trying to showcase our skill set, or maybe it's kind of a, like, suppose you get money out of the service that you give, so kind of salary or kind of compensation. So that is something which you get out of the. So being kind of a product is, I don't think it's a wrong statement. Yes, all of us are kind of products, or some skill set that we always try to give service to others.
True, very true, and absolutely, and you're absolutely right. Whether we are in a business, whether we are in a profession, we are marketing or selling our knowledge, or we are selling our services, or we are selling our IQ, we are selling our certificates, your qualification, the experience. Yes, and that's true. We are in the market, so we are in the market. So yes, selling and branding, same or different? You're a marketing guy, right? If I know correctly, you're a sales and marketing expert, right? So would you like to explain how branding and selling is same, different, or how does it, and what is it? What do you think? You might think, I came for you advice, you're taking all the information from here.
What you're saying is correct, because in marketing, yes, it is a tool to showcase your particular thing, and you try to talk about the features and the benefits, and that's how you showcase that, okay, these are the advantages which might, like, if the customer purchases it, these are the things that is how it is going to translate to. So somewhere I think it does correlate. if you talk about from the marketing sense.
Okay. So maybe branding comes and then the selling comes. It's mostly, or you sell first and then you create a brand. It could be either ways, right? Or what do you say? So what do you think, participant? So does a brand come first or you sell first and then the brand happens? How does it go? How does it go? So does the selling first happens and then you create the brand, or you have a brand and then you start selling? How does it go? Which comes first, the brand or the product? Which comes first, the brand or the product? Can you quickly put down on the chat box, which comes first? Product first, brand. Okay. Few people says product, says brand. What about others? Come on, we have 47 people. I'm getting only 5 responses. Not fair. Come on. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. Come on, let's have some energy in the room. Okay, brand exists as a package. Okay, product, complementary. Okay, super. So when did you guys knew about Coca-Cola? Or when did people knew about Lux? Arto, when did you knew about Lux? Or which is the brand that fascinates you?
I couldn't hear that. Can you repeat that, please?
Which is the brand that fascinates you and when did you hear about it?
Which is the brand that fascinates me? Okay, I think if I talk about childhood, it was Hero Honda. And I always wanted to aspire to, buy that bike, and which I eventually did.
And why is that? Why is that?
Why is that? Because it was somewhere, it was engraved. We used to watch television and there was this punchline, we used to say, fill it, shut it, and forget it. So it was like all young people's fantasy kind of a thing. So somewhere, I connected in that manner.
Okay. So that's marketing, branding, selling. So, I'm not, this is not a marketing class. This is not a selling class. I'm not a marketing expert. I'm an HR guy, as you can understand. So I'm not getting to that, context which comes first and whether branding is important. But we'll talk about product as us, as individuals, which Partha is looking to build himself into a product and how he can brand himself. So Partha, to do this entire exercise, I have a very, very tricky question. How much you're willing to invest, because marketing, anything requires cost. Is it 1 lakh? Is it 50,000? Is it 10,000? And I have the same question for you people and whoever is listening to me here and listening to us. How much you're willing to invest in a brand called you? How much you're willing to 1 lakh, 50,000, more than 1 lakh, 10,000, 50,000? What is that figure that is there in your mind? Which a brand is you want to invest for your marketing purposes? Can you put it down on the chat box as part of things about the price? Because now things are getting a bit different. Still personal branding is now it's cost 5 to 10K. Percentage, what percentage, Manu? What is the, I'm talking about a figure. So in a year, so I'm talking about, let's say, this is 6th June to till 7th June 2022, how much you've been willing to invest to build your brand. Wherever you are, maybe you're already a brand, you want to take it to the next level, or you want to build your brand. Okay, Shubhadev says 60,000, Vipul says 5 to 10% of what, Vipul? So you have a price tag. So what is the price tag that you have? So 10% of that price tag. So I don't know your price tag, but yes, you can definitely think about that. So if that is what you're meaning. 5 to 10% of total earnings. So your total earnings seems to be your price tag and 10% of your price tag. Super, very good. Do we advertise personal brand? Okay, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. I'm just saying how much you're willing to invest on yourself as your brand. Advertise, marketing, I don't know. I'm talking about personal brand, 20K. Okay, depends on returns in the coming year. So how does products brand? ROI comes later. You do your marketing first, right? I mean, I don't know. That's a little bit of knowledge. So, Partha, what is your take on this? Does ROI, how do you calculate ROI in marketing? Do you have any answer? I don't know. Must be having some idea.
Return of investment is about what is the expense that you are putting in and how much you are trying to, get within a speculative time frame. Right. So that's how the calculation is. And, answering to your previous question, wherein you had given me 3 options, wherein, I had to choose for. So I like to go slow and maybe I'll try to invest only 10,000 rupees as of now. 10,000. Because I just want to see that whether it's worth spending that much of money, and
totally depends on
I'll maybe invest the least one that you mentioned.
Right. Totally depends on you. Absolutely, like Reshmi here very nicely said, only energy and passion and time and no money. Yeah, absolutely. So it all depends on how you want to build your brand. What is the investment that you want to put in? What is the time? Because time is also equal to money, right? I mean, if you're putting in time, that's equivalent to what cost. So that's also something that you can put. It depends on that. Now, why I asked about the money part, because there are certain things which you might be interested to do, which will need certain amount of investment. So let's say, very simple, I mean, let's say you have a premium account of LinkedIn, that's 50,000 a year, okay? Around, 4,900 per month. And if you get a discount, it's 2,500 for 3 months. And so it's around 50,000 a month. Now, if you need to get some tools, if you want to get a pro account for tools, various tools cost around 5 to 6,000 a year. Uh, so these are, and then, or maybe you want to take some sessions or classes, or you want to learn something new. So those certifications, you want to do certain certifications. So let's say you want to become, I don't know, you want to become a 5S trainer, or a 5S expert. So you have to get certified for 5S to get that. You don't have that. And you want to build that brand, build that personal brand as a 5S expert. And so for that, you need to spend some money. I mean, there are, obviously you can go to Udemy, get a free, or you want to get, get a much more better school and get some investment. So it all depends on what you want from your personal brand and how you want to build your brand. What is the time? What is the money? So that's the first thing of personal branding part, which I wanted to share with you, since you asked, is that first you have to decide your goal. What are you expecting to achieve? Like you said, internal promotion, job. So these are your expectations, right? So if you're currently at say, X salary and next year you want to go to X plus this, that's an increment that you want to do. I mean, that's your putting a price tag to yourself. And what is the percentage of investment you want to put in to get that incremental value? That is also something you need to decide. Is it sounding okay till now? So have you been? So you said 10,000 is that a good figure that we can start with?
Right.
A year or a month? Year, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Great. So now I would like to ask you a certain other question. Have you heard a term called social selling index, SSI? Have you heard of this term, Partha?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
let me. The audience, I think maybe someone would know.
Let me check with the audience. Have you heard of this term called social selling index? Okay, Siddharth says yes. No. Siddharth says no. Yes and no. I don't know. Anupriya says yes. No. What about others? Come on. We have people now. Oh, it's increased. 30 people. Come on. I have got only 5 responses. Have you heard of this term called social selling index? And we can have some cameras on. Come on. I mean, I know it's Sunday evening, but we can have a relaxed session also. No. Okay. So social selling index is an index that is given by LinkedIn, obviously based on LinkedIn researchers, of where you stand as far as your social index is concerned. Okay. So why don't you, Partha, why don't you check what is your social selling index? Or maybe you can just type. So for all the others who are there, I would request you to type in this in your Google and go to this particular link, social selling index, and check your score. You have to log in your LinkedIn. I'm sure all of you have a LinkedIn account, right? Since you're all professionals, and as professionals, we all have LinkedIn accounts. So what is your social selling index in LinkedIn? Can you quickly check? And you don't have to give out the score if you don't want to, but obviously, if you want, you can share it. So that's the link. Yes, Partha has reached the exact link. So that's the link that you have to click, business.linkedin.com/sales solutions and social selling index, right? And there is something, get your score for free. Okay. And so is everybody been able to follow us? Can I have a yes or a no in the chat box? Can you check your social selling index? Now, I'll come to that why I'm asking you this, because this is some kind of indication about your personal brand in the social media market, right? In the social media, because today that is something which we'll definitely talk about, right? So would you be able to log in, or is it working, Partha?
Yes, yes.
Right. So then you get your score free, and once it's login, it gives you a score and where is your rank stands, right? So, let's say Partha is at 42, which is a decent score, and top industry SSI rank, he's in the top 26%, and in his between his network is top 66%. Now, this is not a LinkedIn class. I'm not going to share what you need to do in LinkedIn. Not what I'm trying to share with you is that there are certain indexes. This is one of the indexes where you can actually check where your branding stands in terms of a social selling index, right? Right. So can I have few scores if you are okay and comfortable to share, so that I know you've been able to get what I'm being able to talk about? So can anybody share a few of their scores if that is okay? Come on, I need some more energy in the room. Please, come on. Let's have some more energy. Anybody is having any difficulty on this?
I'll just quickly go back and just show that. So what I did was I went to Google and I typed this thing, which is social selling index. And I went to this particular link, which is social selling index SSI LinkedIn sales. Now, once you click on this, it will take you to this page. Okay, so this is the page it will open up. And here you see get your score free. Now, once you click on this, it will show you the score out here. Like for me, it's showing 42.
So now, if you just go down, Partha, I'll just explain what it actually talks about, right? So first, there are 4 components. So just on the little bit above. Yeah. So there are 4 components to this. Okay. The first is establish your professional brand. So how strong is a professional brand amongst your network? And that's what it says. So it is. So each of these scores out of 100, they have 25 points. So 25 into 4 is 100, right? So out of 25, it's 11.75. Find the right people. Are you connected with the right people? No, in any building a personal brand and people acknowledging your, let's say I'm a scientist. Now, being a scientist, if all L&D people knows me, I might not be in the right place, right? Yes or no, right? Because how they going to judge my expertise? So whether I'm connected with the right network and whether I'm getting the real value of which score have shared. Okay. So once you click on the get your score, you will have your score. Once you log into your LinkedIn, you have to be logged in LinkedIn to get the score. Okay, you have to be logged in LinkedIn to get the score. Right. Okay. So
I got my
score. Your score. Yeah, sorry. MSC sir.
My score is 56.
Super. So 39, 36, 36, absolutely. So you will also see what are in the various aspects that is there. So 11.75, then finding the right people. Are you connected with the right people in your professional network, right? So that is also something which it tells you. It also tells you how are you engaging? So how you're engaging inside. So that's typically totally about LinkedIn. So are you into LinkedIn? If you're into really building a professional brand through a social network and professional social network, that's LinkedIn. So that's what they're saying about and all professionals do tend to use LinkedIn, right? If you're looking to get a job, if you're looking to build your brand, obviously the first thing people look is your LinkedIn profile, right? How you're placed. And the next is how strong you are with building relationships, where Partha has 25 on 25. Super. So you're very, very good in building relationships, Partha. So that's really great. So what you need to work on is the other 3 aspects, right? Now, honestly, I'm not getting into detail of, so whatever your scores are now, you know where you stand as far as your professional brand is concerned, where your personal brand is concerned, as far as the social selling index is concerned. So this is one of the indicator. That doesn't mean that your personal brand is good, bad. Okay? This is one of the indicators. This doesn't say, it's not really that you are, your professional or personal brand is bad. Okay. So maybe you're very good with your offline networking and offline. So maybe you are a very low person there. So this particular aspect doesn't work for you in that kind of an aspect where maybe you're known, wherever you go, people know you. So maybe then this SSI, so SSI is depending on how socially you've built your professional brand. Now, I hope you're all of you are aware, Partha. Now, Partha, when did we hit lockdown? Last year around March? And everything went digital, right? We stopped networking. There was no offline seminars. So what was left for us to build a professional brand or personal brand?
So we had Facebook and LinkedIn and WhatsApp and all those things. Yeah.
So we were forced to move into a digital world. So it's very, very important to build a social network also. So I just pick one by one. One is right people. Are you connected with the right people? Not only with LinkedIn, LinkedIn is separate, but are you connected with the right people? Right? So Partho, you have to think the goal that you want to achieve in the next 1 year time, and each one of you, the goal that you want to achieve, whatever you want to achieve, are you connected with the right people? And whether those people are going to help you achieve your goal. Now, connected with the right people depends on whether those people whom you are connected with will help you achieve your goal. Like just now I gave an example, right? So I run an HR consulting firm, okay? Now I am connected with most of the business owners and CEOs in the company because that's my target market. That's my niche. And that's where I work in. I might have another HR because of my passion of being in HR. I have an HR fraternity also and a training fraternity also. So my goal of getting that network and that network to work for me is very, very important. And it's not just LinkedIn. I'm just talking about it. You can attend LinkedIn classes. There are lots that you will get in Facebook, and I'm sure even L&D Global can bring in certain experts. And I'm not talking about how you can use LinkedIn, but that's one part. But also building your network is something. Right people, connecting with the right people. You know, there is a word, right, Partha? You have heard network is your net worth.
Yes, very much. Right.
So that's what it's all about. Now today, as promised, what I'm going to show you, since it's about the digital world and how you can build it, not only through social media. I mean, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, whichever, wherever you are, and however you're using it, it's about what you're going to do to create that buzz about yourself. Because personal branding is personal. It's me. Now, first, obviously, you have to decide what you need, on what you want to build the brand. What is the product? You as what product? So, Parth, if I ask you this question, I am putting you in a spot out here. If I ask you on what you want to build your brand on, how you want people to know you, how do you want people to know you as what? And I want to ask each one of you here to put it on the chat box what you think people should know you as. So when I talk about Avik, so how people would like to know Avik? How would people like to know Asmita? How would people like to know Shubhajit? How would people like to know Reshmi? How do you want, what do you want you people to call yourself? So this is this person, you know. So Partha, what about you? What do you think? What do you want to be called as?
Maybe like for a person who is into various training domains or learning and development or content or leadership, or maybe the recent one that I did about 5S, as he was mentioning, maybe a 5S expert. So on those lines.
You have to choose one. Huh? You can't have multiple. Huh? Because people will get confused. Yeah, I mean, because see, this is the problem with the personal brand, right? I mean, Nestle can have multiple brands, but we can only have one brand, right? We can have dual brands, but people will get to know you only as one. So you have to choose. I mean, it will not come in day one because you would like to keep it all for yourself, and you will keep juggling various hats. But at one point of time, you really have to decide what hat you're going to wear, which people is going to ask and come to you for your advice. So it's about what people are going to come to you as your. So I got lot of responses here: financial doctor, education consultant, professional trainer, and best leader. So are you a professional trainer or a best leader? These are two different things. You have to first kind of decide, right, whether you're a professional trainer or the best leader. Entrepreneur is a too broad thing, Shubhadev. So what, entrepreneur in what? What will people come to you for? What kind of advice you want to give? What solutions? What solutions would you provide? You know, what is the solution to the problems that you can provide? So obviously, it's lubrication guy, facilitator to help achieve their goals. So maybe a goal, the word productivity coach, something it's very in thing now. Productivity coach, immigration coach, a professional trainer is what I prefer. Maybe a bit more deeper as professional trainer. What exactly do you want people to come? So what problem? So Partha, what problem do you solve?
So if I have to talk about myself, then maybe it's about transforming a lot of people into, or it could be related to something which could help people in their transformational journey.
So maybe behavioral transformation.
Mm,
So what problem do you solve? So you help organizations to solve their people's behavioral challenges, or you want them to go from present state to a desired state, something like that,
yes, correct.
right? So again, Srinivasan, soft skill trainer, motivational speaker, behavioral trainer, one, choose one, because you can't have multiple brands. So either you're a motivational speaker or you're a trainer, because a trainer and a speaker is totally different thing. Though people mix, but then it is not the same, right? Sandeep Maheshwari will hardly come and give you a workshop or a training. You know, they don't train 20 people, they train 50,000 people, and that's not training, that's sessions, that's speaking, that's lecture, and that's motivational speaking, right? Netaji Indoor Stadium full, Sandeep Maheshwari is speaking, that's motivational speaker, right? Organizational transformation coach, thank you, Dr. Davas, thank you. Yeah. Organizational transformation coach, right? So transforming organizations, right? Super. Learning technology consultant, super. Oh, that's really nice. So learning technologies, you want to use technology in learning, and how organizations or people can use technology to learning. Very nice, very good, super. Right. So now, since we have decided confidence by working on their appearance, behavior, communication. Okay. So what problem do you solve? Say it's easy to say what I do, but it's important to say what problem I solve. Right? So it's easy to say what I do, but it's not that easy to say what problem I solve. What problem you're solving. So always focus on when you're building a brand, because all the brands that gets built over a period of time, they're solving one problem. And that's how they're building a brand. So what problem Flipkart has solved, or Amazon? What problem does what does Amazon sells? Can anyone tell me what does Amazon or Flipkart sells? What is their USP? What do they sell? Quickly in the chat box. What does Amazon or Flipkart sell? Come on, fast. What does Amazon and Flipkart sell? Anyone? What does it sell? Yeah, it's a platform. What does it sell? Okay, Karthik says consumer goods. Thank you, Dipanjan. It sells convenience. Amazon and Flipkart sells convenience. Thank you, Dipanjan, for that. Because you don't have to go out of your house and your things gets delivered at your home. And that's what they sell. They don't sell products. Products are sold by the merchants that they're in, right? So what we're going to do now is that, now to do this in a social media, digital media platform, you have to be really consistent. And we will show you some very simple tools which you can use for yourself to create your personal brand, because the only way you can create your personal brand is by developing strong content. It's all about content. It's garbage in, garbage out. So what kind of content that will go out? So once you've decided, so now since we have decided on what problem you solve, how you want to be called at, what is the kind of investment that you are in. So now let's get into, and what is your current professional social selling index? Now we can get into something which is called certain tools which can help you to create content. I'm sure a lot of you people are already creating a lot of content. I do follow some people out here and they create amazing content. I'll come to them for quick bites also. So one thing which I use personally a lot is something called Canva. So have you heard of this thing called Canva? Can you put in yes if you have heard of this Canva? Can I have a yes in the chat box? Right, super. So you've heard of Canva. Now I want to ask you, each one of you now here, since you've heard of Canva, how many of you use Canva? Give me a yes of how many of you use Canva? Right. Now, how many of you use Canva for your personal branding? Right. So let me quickly share you. Okay, I see a lot of, I have, okay. Now let me share with you. So I'm not, sharing, telling you how you can use Canva, because that obviously you can. So, but I'm just saying how you can use Canva for your personal branding. Okay, so just let me open this one second. So let me share my screen. Now, so everyone can see my screen? Can I have a yes? Planning to use it today for the first time. Great, Reshmi. Now, what kind of content will go out in your social media to build your personal brand? Obviously, regarding the problem that you solve, because that's what the brand that you want to build and is what you want people to call. So I got immigration consultant, I got learning technology consultant and transformation coach and this. So if you want to be called as those, so your content should be speaking of those. Yes or no, right? Even yes, if I'm right and you're right. So now to do that content, Canva is a beautiful, easy tool. Okay, I will just quickly show you how you can build your content through Canva very, very easily. Now, let's say I'm into HR. Okay, so I will show HR because it's easy and it comes naturally for me. So there is something, if you can see, there is something called templates here. Okay, there's something called templates in Canva. Now I go to something which is called infographics, because marketing, I want to do branding for myself. So I go to infographics, right? So then I click to infographics. And it throws me some results. Can you all see my screen? Is it going a bit slow? Partha, is it visible? Partha?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay, so now, so let's say I kind of like this structure. Okay, so I click on this one, right? So it's going a bit slow. Oops. Right. So I am using this template. So I hope you're following. You can use it with me, although the time is a bit pressing. So I use the template. Go to infographics and this. So now I have got this template and I want to transform this template into something which I want to share it to the world, related to HR, So rather than fiction versus non-fiction, I can write. So what can I write from HR? Any HR guys in the room or maybe learning? So let me use somebody. So let's say who's going to volunteer out here quickly. Anyone would like to volunteer me? Any other domain that you want to help me? Or Partha, why don't you volunteer? So you want to solve what? You want to solve behavioral issues?
Yes, yes.
So what do you want to share with the world? What kind of? So if I say this versus this, what comes to your mind? Does anything come to your mind?
So maybe mindset or mindset versus belief.
So something we call about growth mindset, right?
Okay, okay.
Something about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Something is like that, right?
Correct.
Is it true? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So we talk about this versus fixed mindset. So then you can do comparing two types of mindsets. And so let me just increase this place. I can increase the zoom. And so you can write here instead of whatever is written, that idea or failure versus success, or no, idea, or maybe idea versus, I don't know what, growth. I don't know. I'm just writing it. Alright. So here, this is a nice magnifying glass. So you want to see why versus how, something like that. And you can put some more details, purpose to entertain. So you can put in, and then can you help me, Partha? Is it anything coming to your mind?
Yeah, so you can put something related to about responding and versus reaction. Yes, yes.
Right. So maybe here I would like to put your growth mindset or growth mindset. Here I would like to put fixed mindset. You can change the magnifying, but you don't have time. I mean, we don't have time, so I don't want to change it. So I put fixed mindset, right? And then responding, reacting is your growth. Fixed would be staying at maintaining status quo, right? So what else? You can, let's have one more and then we can delete the other two. What else? Ownership.
Versus accountability.
And accountability.
Yeah, you can keep
right? So, and then I can just remove this section, or I can just write something here. So let's say what? Self-motivated procrastination. Right? So, and so here is your, so I can put a little bit of here. And your infographic is ready to be shared, comparing two types of mindsets. And here is your infographic ready to be shared to the world. And you can quickly put a bit about yourself. So I can add your text. So there is a text out here. So add a subheading out here. And I can put here Chakraborty, growth coach, and you can put your numbers and your social media handles. And here is the infographic. How much time did I take? How much time did it take? People, how much time did it take to create an infographic to post? Right? So here it is. It's ready. And you can, obviously, if you want to take more time and do a much more better job, you can do. And just do something. So how much time did I take?
yeah, around 2-3 minutes.
So in 2-3 minutes, your infographics is ready, which you can share with the people. And this actually is your start to project yourself as a growth coach, sales coach, immigration consultant, whatever. So did you find it useful, my friends out here? So in 2 minutes, what I just did was create an infographic, and I can share it with the world to start talking about myself, what I'm expert at, what problem I solve. And this is indigenous, my thoughts, not copied, not pasted, no problems at all. How long did it take? Did you find it useful, my friends? Can I have responses? Yeah? Right. Okay, so just 2-3 minutes you spend and your thing is ready, and that's to the world. And but the key here, see, this is what I'm going to share. The key of personal branding is consistent. When you watch a TV, when you watch radio, when the ad comes, what is the frequency of ads, Partha? When we watch ads, what is the frequency of the ads that comes in?
Every 15 minutes.
And that's the key in your personal branding also. So if you're sharing with social media, or anywhere, whether it's WhatsApp and this, you're talking about yourself and your subject matter expert, how much time, how consistently, and I want to pick up Anupriya out here, and she has started a beautiful series in LinkedIn where she's talking about A to Z of personal branding only. And thanks, Anupriya, for joining here. Thank you so much. And I've been following her, and she puts a video every day of the alphabets from A to Z. So A, whatever she puts in, right? So, and every day, see the consistency. Every day, 26 videos for 26 days, she's going to put up for each of the alphabet, renaming, and that's what creates your personal brand. And that's what it is. And I'm sure, Anupriya, trust me, you will get and reap this result in next 2 to 3 months time. Trust me, you will, and definitely you will. I had a friend who was a speaker and a transformer coach. She did 365 videos every day. Every day, one video, 365 days, and she became the LinkedIn influencer. There's another person whom I know who's into placement, and he's very strong in LinkedIn. The first when he lost his job and he was looking for a job, he posted his video resume about, and till that time he was constantly putting various stuffs about how to improve students. So he was constantly making videos for students, or how the students can improve themselves. And the day he posted his videos got watched 5,000 times in LinkedIn. Can you imagine a video getting 5,000 views? That's the power of personal branding. That's the power of LinkedIn. I will quickly take 5 more minutes because a lot of you people can do videos, as Anupriya is saying videos, and I was talking about videos. So Partha, you
Yes.
also do videos, right?
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people are not comfortable doing videos, number one, but you should. To build a personal brand, people need to see you, not just hear you or see your words, but needs to see you also. And that's the power of videos, because visual is something also very important. Now again, why did I ask for the price? Because if you go for any free video softwares, it's also good. It's absolutely fine. How do we get to your LinkedIn profile? Need to follow. Okay, Anupriya is getting followers right away. So this is right? Where somebody else starts talking about you, right? That's the power, right? Okay. So videos, I will show you a quick which I use. This is called software called Movavi. Okay. So I use Movavi. You can use Flimora. All are more or less similar, and you can buy a. Don't use a trial version because it gives that, what do you call parts of that?
Watermark.
Watermark. Yes. So when you create a video with watermark, not professional. It's not something which you want to take to your branding, right? So it's very important that collage for a brand activity for Insta uploads. Okay, we'll come to that. Okay. In Canva, it's easy. In Canva, there is a template where you can put collage of pictures. So you can put in pictures, you can put the collage, and your collage is ready in 5 minutes if you have the pictures ready. So Canvas, but there are other ways also you can do collages, which will come to that at a later stage in next 5 minutes time, right? Okay, right. So this is a video Movavi. So again, I'm just sharing with you. We can obviously have a detailed session later on. Today we don't have much time, and I'm sure you will get courses for this also. And why I talked about price, because see, what I'm showing you are the tools which you can use. And if you want to get more deeper into these tools, there are sessions, there are classes, there are courses which you can enroll, right? Now, this is the Movavi template. And as you can see, there is an import media. You can add sounds, you can add music, you can also add sample videos for yourself, right? So quickly, let me share with you. So it will take a bit of time, but so let's say any video. Let me pick up any video which I can show it quickly here. So let's say this one. Okay, let me share this one. This is a bit bigger or small one. Okay. Okay. Somebody's writing the chat box. Okay. Right. So this is basically where the one which I had gone for a talk in Z24 hours. Now, obviously now Z24 Ghanta showed me I was there in a live session. People would have seen and forgotten. Now then how I utilize that? How I utilize that any further? So I have to do branding about that also, that I was featured, right? So what I can do, so I have added, so this is something if you want to, if you want to add some music, you can add. So there are certain inbuilt music which you can add. Now I'm just adding randomly out here. Okay, so don't get it there. So randomly you can add music, you can cut and paste. So this is a music which you can use. So this is a long video, so it will take time. So I can, if I want to cut from here, so I just see this is the split. So if you click here, the video gets cut, you select here and you delete. Very simple operations, easy to use. If you just download this Movavi, even if you don't buy it, if you work around for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, very easy. If you want to add text to the video, so let's say here, see there, here it is, my face is coming here, and I want to add some text. So I will add some title here. Okay, so I will add a text here. So I can add a title, right? So let me say LND global file, right? And I can change the color so that I can see, right? So this is something which I can do. I can add some text below. So you can see it's very simple. As you can see, I mean, it's not simple because I have done it, but if you start using it, you will also feel it simple. I know it's kind of a bit overwhelming, but what I'm trying to tell you out here is that if you create a video through this and give a professional look, it makes a lot of difference when you share it. When you share it, if you have this lineup. So I'll take 2 minutes out here, or maybe, this is where I think I will stop. Any questions out here, and then I can share it a bit later what I wanted to share. Any questions? Yeah, right. So let me share with you something which I thought I will share. So which you can see. So I'll just show you how your personal branding impacts if you are getting into a professional video, right? So now, so can you see my YouTube?
Yes. It's coming up.
Partha, will it be possible for you to share, because my system is getting very slow? Would you be able to share? Then I'm unsharing.
Yeah, so you have to give me the link.
No, you don't have to. You just go to my channel. Let me show it here. Just give me 2 minutes out here. I'll just do it. So let's say here is my channel. Okay, so this is my channel. Now again, I mean, you need not have a lot of subscribers or a lot of views, because this is your own branding, right? And you can share it with people over WhatsApp, over Facebook, over LinkedIn for people to watch, right? So now let me show you one video which I did it around 5 years back. That's when I started my personal branding journey. So this was done 5 years ago. Okay, this was done 5 years ago.
Or blow the chance to share your story in a way that sells.
Something else.
No matter.
Between you and me, it is really, at least you've got an outcome.
So this was my first video.
To maximize that particular outcome that you achieved to your favor, to your gain.
Now from this, you see my latest video on HR problems. 5 years, right?
Great deal of expertise in solving people
This
problems for
happens,
small and medium enterprises. In this series, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell button below so that you never miss a single. We are addressing only one. Manage your expectations and be.
So can you see the difference of 5 years ago, the video that I did, and today? I mean, was there a difference, or did you find it different? Right? And that's the power of doing professional videos and learning the tricks. And this is all I learned by myself. All I learned by myself. Right? Great. So now, Partha, now since you know how to do all these things, now I'm sure you have kind of understood what all things you can start doing. But something which I'm also very, very aware of what you do is something related to content and PowerPoint, right?
Mhm.
Now, are you thinking now how you can use that skill which you have to, help you in your personal branding?
Yes, while you were actually playing your video, I was actually kind of thinking that, what can be done in terms of, whatever that you showed for branding and, showcasing your stuff. So I was thinking that, can I replicate this entire thing into PowerPoint? Is there a way that I can, use PowerPoint and, get these things done in a much more better way? So, but Abhirup, I think, although Ashmita did, introduce us, but I think there is something which I have designed, and maybe, we can use that for our own personal branding, or maybe, introducing ourselves.
Sure,
And
sure.
let me
Let's
tell you,
keep it
this is
hard.
your PowerPoint,
Yeah.
right? So what I'll do is, I will.
No, we are not selling ourselves. We are just giving you an example, okay? Just wanted to be sure.
So what I'll do is I will go to the screen and I'll try to share the screen very quickly now. Yes.
But somewhat selling yourself is also important, because end of the day, branding is all about selling. Right? It's your call how you want to take it and how you want to place it. But personal branding is all about how you place yourself. Whether you call it selling, marketing, branding, or whatever you may talk about. Right?
Right. So is the screen visible, Abhirup?
Yes, it is visible.
Right.
Yes,
So
definitely.
white screen. So once you start, it's going to pop up.
Right. Okay, so I would like to introduce myself. Okay. So hi, I'm Abhirup Banerjee. I am an entrepreneur, HR professional, and a certified life coach. I started my journey in 2015 with no knowledge of business from a professional background. And I started training people, and that's when my journey of a trainer and a corporate trainer transformer started, where I met a very, very interesting person who wanted to start her journey. And that's where, I started her personal branding, gave her some tips, and she became really, really good trainer and a good personal brand for herself. And that's where my journey started. It's, did over 600 plus trainings, over 5,000 plus hours, over, 46 plus people engaged, and around 300 plus people, transformed, and also been featured into various media houses, which Ashmita shared.
Right, superb, superb. Thank you very much, Abhirup, for that quick round of your introductions. And talking about myself, again, into a professional journey of approximately 20 years by now. And in the last 7-8 years, I have moved into learning and development. And this was a program that I was doing in Durgapur, which is a nearby town in Kolkata. And I took a train and I was coming back. And, Abhirup, there was a person who was actually seated diagonally opposite to me. And he was asking me Partha sir, how are you? And I was looking at him that, do I know this person? How does this person know my name? And then, apparently he came and introduced himself. And then, he started saying that 2 years back, you had come down to our office, our plant, and there was a leadership program for 2 days. So I was one of the parties. And then I could recollect that he was one of my participants. So he spoke about the transformation that happened in the last 2 years and how, my leadership training actually helped in, transforming a lot of things into him and his colleagues. So in the last 5 years, I have also touched so many lives and done approximately 1,000 odd trainings, covered 8,000 odd hours, engaged with approximately 43,000 people in the last 5 years, and mentored over 400 plus successful people who are now very much successful in their ventures, right? And I have also got selected into many things, and today we are definitely going to talk. We are talking about the brand, me, and how we can showcase that out here, right?
Super.
So the question that we'll have for the audience is, this was just PowerPoint, and I'm going to show how these things work in PowerPoint. But before that, how did you find this? The way that we introduced ourselves, how did you find this? So my question is to all participants out here. Yeah, so you can either switch on your mic and speak, or maybe you can put it in the chat.
Powerful, great, striking. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, what was the difference? Storytelling approach. Yeah, thank you, Avik, for actually storytelling.
He-Man or a Superman.
Storytelling approach. Yeah, very true.
Right. Thank you very much. And that's the essence of today's program, and that is what we want to showcase. That it is very, very possible, very much possible to use PowerPoint as a method also to brand yourself and showcase your thing. So what we are trying to say here is that personal branding is nothing but showcasing yourself and making your presence in the digital scenario. Why? Because majority of the things are in digital format these days. So it is very important that you keep on engaging with people in terms of making posters, in terms of making videos, in terms of writing a few things all across the social media platforms, and that will create a lot of power in your presence of your showcasing your brand itself. So what I'll quickly show is the thing which I did right now, and these things are definitely possible in PowerPoint, and I'm going to show those things to you as well. Now, I was just while I was researching a little bit today during the day, I came across a particular slide, and and I just thought that why not to replicate this particular thing as a poster, and that's how I started designing it. So I will quickly show that. So this is one of the pictures which I found in Google today while I was doing a little bit of research, and I'll just go to full screen mode so that you people can see this. I'm sorry. Let me go. Okay, this one. Okay. Yes, right. So this is the one of the pictures which I picked it up from Google, and I found that this is a brilliant way of showcasing this. So just imagine this lady is talking about how things are and the adventure and what are the other things that she's mentioning, Women's Day, Victor, and men's fitness, and many other things. So I just thought of picking up this idea, and I designed one similar kind of a thing, template in PowerPoint, and this is what came up. So I'm going to show that how I did this. So idea just came from this, and I designed this. Okay. So another very beautiful way, you can replace this particular portrait and you can put your own picture out here, and you can just edit.
You made in PowerPoint, Partha?
Yeah, this is just a PowerPoint slide, and I'll just go back to the normal slide, and here it is. This is just a slide. You can see here, it's just a slide. Okay, so you can see here, it's a slide. Right. So I'll just quickly show that how did I do this, and where all what all things that I use, because I find this is a very beautiful and quick method of creating posters, and you can quickly upload that in social media platforms so that it can actually help you design a lot of things very, very fast. So what I did was, I just took this picture, and I'll show bit by bit to this. So this is a separate picture. Okay, if you see, this is a separate picture. Okay, and I just took a blank slide, and I just took this picture. If you see, this is also movable. So what I did was, what I'll do is, I will go to a blank slide mode now, and I took a picture from Google. So I'll take this one, I'll put it here once again just for people to see. Okay, simple picture that I have taken from Google, and I took another shape. Okay, and I have pasted it out here. How did I get this shape? It's very easy. There are a lot of shapes available here. If you see on the top, right? So there are various shapes. So I just took this shape, this one, okay, the inverted one out here. So I just put it here, and then I took the color. So there is a way of picking up color, and there's a beautiful method. So I will just quickly show that, and you can also do that. So suppose, this is the thing which I took, the shape that I took, and I had to give it the similar kind of shade of the stone wall which is there in the background. So I had to pick up the similar kind of color. Now, how do I match that color? So a very brilliant and very quick method is there to match that color is you select the object where you want to color it, and then you go to shape fill. You can see here, I'm just hovering the mouse out here. You can see on the right, on the top, which is a shape fill. Once you click on the shape fill, see there are various colors out here, and once I'm hovering on the colors, you will see the colors are changing on the left hand side box. But how do I get that exact color? So then I can go to this eyedropper feature, right over here, eyedropper. So I'll take the eyedropper, and I will try to go to the actual color which I want to pick up. So suppose I want to pick up this color, okay, the stone color out here. And if you see, as I'm moving this dropper, wherever the dropper is pointing, it is picking up that particular color. Because if you see the square box out there, it is picking up that particular color. See, I'm moving it, and you can see the color is changing. So suppose I'm happy with this color, okay. So I just take it there, and I'm seeing the color, I just click it. Once I click it, did you see this box changed? The color of this box changed. So that is how you can pick up the exact color, okay. And you can remove the outline so that, it's decent out here. And what did I do is I gave it a transparency. If you see this particular piece, it's a little transparent. Piche ka dikh raha hai. So how do you, make that transparency out here? Very easy. Just right click on this, go to format shape, and over here you will see there's something called a transparency out here. Right? So you just have to increase the transparency levels out here. So it is showing 0 here. So maybe I'll make it 30%. So if I make 30%, did you see it has become transparent now? See, look here. If you're not happy with the transparency, you can increase it, you can decrease it as per your wishes. So maybe I make it 40%, it becomes more transparent, right? So, and then I have enlarged it, and I have placed it here, right? So as after, I've taken up the color. Right. Now, once that is done, then what did I do? I just brought another thing like this shape, and I drew it out here, right? So that it covers the bottom part. And since I wanted the same color to be coming here, so I did the same thing. I went to eyedropper, and I picked up the same color, right? So the color matches. I removed the background from there. And this is again another picture which I Googled, and I got it from Google. So I took it from there, and I pasted it here, right? And while I pasted, I found that, this gentleman, if you see the dress that he's wearing, the shirt, even that part is a little transparent. If you see here, see, that part is also transparent. The shirt is not visible. So I had to make the shirt look white, right? So I did something which is called chori. Now, what is this chori? If you see, that is the shirt, piche. And this is what I did. And if you look at it, it will look like as if, he's putting on the shirt.
Super.
Right? So what did I do? I went to shapes, okay, and I took a shape out here. Okay, so maybe I'll take this shape, and I just want to do it this manner so that wo piche dhak jaye. And I will just try to give it a particular shape so that I get the exact kind of shape out here. Okay, and I place it here. Okay, and I want it to become white. So I go to shape and make it white. Remove the shape outline. Now it is coming on the it is coming on the picture, but I want to go it back. So now there is a beautiful method of doing that. If I right click on this and say send it to back, it will vanish. It's gone. But then where did it go? It actually went सबके पीछे, because over here also there is a picture, right? It went behind that. So here it is. ये पीछे है. ये देखो. यहाँ पे है. Here it is. So since that command, I have to revoke that command because I don't want to go back. So it has to just go behind the shirt. So then what is the good method of doing this? I will bring this gentleman on top of it. So I'll select the gentleman's outline, go to right click, and I'll say bring to top, bring to front. So once it comes, my idea is done. So now that white piece which I designed is between this photograph and this gentleman. So it is showing like, as if he's putting on a white shirt. So like this, lot of tricks you can actually do, to make things look beautiful. And so then what did I do? I just took another shape, wrote some names out here. This I got it from Google, this particular logo, and I wrote all those things, right? So very simple things that you can write out here. So nothing much to learn, and then just put a border out here. And then what did I do? I used something which is called Smart Art to get this thing which is below. So over here, I went to Smart Art. I just show that, go to Insert. And once you go to Insert, there is something called Smart Art out here. If you see here, I'm just hovering it here. So click on this, and it will show you a lot of Smart Arts out here. So I just took this one, and I placed it here. I just have to place it at the particular place where I want it and make it adjust the size, whichever way that I want. And then finally I placed it here. And again, I have to change the color. So I did the same thing to change the color, right? So I went back, went to the color, right? So picked up the right kind of color that I wanted. And then I changed it accordingly. Now, suppose, you want to use some other color. So that is also possible. So you can go to format, and over here also, you can see there are outlines out here from where, you can also pick up a lot of colors. So color is something which is in your hands, whichever way that you want, you can do that. So suppose I'm happy with this color. So I will take this, and then you just start writing over it, whichever way that you want. So I'll write trainer out here. Then maybe coach out here. And then maybe I'll write storyteller out here. Right, so various methods of doing this. So what I'm trying to show out here is that using PowerPoint also, you can quickly do this. And let me show you how can you take this as a template. How can you change this as a JPG file, meaning image file? That's again very easy. Just go to File, go to Save As, and in the Save As, whichever folder that you want to keep it, you just select that. And over here, Save As Type, there is a drop down here. You just click here. And over here, you see there is something called JPEG, this one. So once I select that, and then I give a name to it, suppose, I'll just give it a template maybe, Trendy Global, right? And then I save this, then it will ask, that do you want to do this for all the slides? Answer is no, because I just want to do it for that particular slide. So I'll just, this one. Now, what is happening is, it has created a different file altogether. I'll show you the file. For that, I'll stop the screen out here, and I'll go to the folder where this particular thing got stored. So
after seeing this, if you really have a good idea and if you really can do it from the scratch, because Canva, what I showed was something which was given to me and I had to work around it. But if you really want to do it from scratch, I think you can do it in PowerPoint beautifully, like just Partha showed. It's all the same. The way you want to use it and whichever you're comfortable with.
Right, absolutely rightly mentioned, Abhirup. So Canva is something where you already have some ready-made templates, and you just pick and choose and make your things. There are many people like me who love to use a blank canvas. Give me a white canvas or a blank canvas. So if you want to use that, then you bring your own imagination and try to create those things. Or you have seen something and you want to replicate that. That's also possible in your own manner, right? So this is not a PowerPoint. This is a JPG picture. Over here you can see it's a photo. So this is the same one which I created right now, and I went to that folder and I opened it. So now that it has become a picture, now you can upload it anywhere that you want. You can send it as a WhatsApp. You can send it wherever that you want to do, right? So very easy method of doing things. Now, someone mentioned about stories, about about storytelling and other things also last time, because when we were introducing ourselves, myself and Abhirup, I did see in the chat that someone mentioned about storytelling and how you can put things across. So I'm going to show you one particular slide which I had created, and then I'm going to show you something else apart from that. Okay, and so many of us are trainers out here, so you will be able to relate to what I'm trying to say out here. So is this visible, Abhirup?
Yes, yes.
Right. So this is one of the PowerPoints which I had designed just to make you understand that how sales process works. Okay. So I'll just quickly show the slide. So this was the first slide. Then I talked about how sales process works about. Then I talked about a particular AC which I wanted to purchase. So I went to some particular electronic place and then met some person out there. And then he showed me a lot of things, and then something didn't work. And then finally, I didn't like that particular deal and I left. Right. So this is nothing but, I just put in some pictures in the PowerPoint, right? So I'll just show you the deck out here. So these are some pictures which I just put in the slides. Okay. Simple one. Now, how can you use the same PowerPoint and create a story around it? And then how do you brand yourself into this? Right. So for that, what I'll do is I will quickly try to open up my YouTube channel, and where I have actually used this particular video to brand myself. And again, PowerPoint, nothing much into this. So I will share this. I hope my YouTube channel is visible, Abhirup?
Yes, absolutely visible.
Fine. So I'll just try to go to that particular. Yeah. So here it is. So this is the video that I was talking about. And what I'll do is, okay, sorry. So I have to stop this and reshare once again, because I need to also share the sound, because so that you can hear while it is playing. So I'll just quickly play this.
Hi, my name is Partha Chakraborty, and today we're going to talk about understanding the sales processes. Now, let me share a story, or rather an experience, that happened with me last year. So I had been to a mall, and I wanted to purchase a AC for myself. So I visited the mall, and I went up to that particular area where all the products were displayed, and I was looking into the products and the price and other things. And then after a while, there was the gentleman who came in, supposed to be a salesperson, and he started asking me, "Sir, I've been observing that you're looking into all these products. So it seems that you are looking at these ACs." I said, "Yes." So he said, "Sir, are you going to purchase it today?" So with that question, I was a little taken aback. Why is he asking whether I want to purchase this AC today or not? But anyway, finally I said, "Okay, yeah, I want to purchase." And then he said, "Okay, fine. So why don't you come down and have a seat here, and so that I can bring all those documents and brochures and everything, so that I can show you about the features and about the product details." So he took me to a different place, and he started showing all those brochures to me. Apparently, what I found was he kept on talking about a particular brand, and he kept on saying that, okay, this is this brand and this is how it is. So I was trying to understand that why is he only talking about this brand. So I just
This video is only done on Zoom, right, Arthur?
Right. So this is completely in Zoom. So what I did was I was playing that particular PowerPoint which I showed right now, and I opened up Zoom, and there was no one. It was only me who was into the Zoom, and I did a share screen. So obviously, this became the share screen, and my photograph went towards the right hand side corner, and I recorded that piece, and then I uploaded that.
Method: use your PowerPoint, tell your story, record it, and share it to the world.
Right.
I mean, not even maybe required to do such complicated applications which I was showing. I mean that's obviously that's the next level if you would like to go, but this is also something which you can really do.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And you can see that this is something which I have uploaded in my YouTube channel, and there are many more such videos which I keep on uploading. So the point which I'm trying to tell here is that you can use a lot of PowerPoints and other things and do a lot of things. Here is another one which I had created for one of my previous clients. So before that, I'll just quickly show that, and then I'll show how did I, convert that into a video format. So this is one of the, this I had designed for one of my clients actually. So it was a R&R program for which, they had asked me to design a content. And if you see, again, this is PowerPoint. So I just spoke about these things, and, there was R&R for the month of December that they had announced. And so the screen opens, and then finally, they were celebrating this, and there was this company logos, awards and recognitions coming up. And over here you can see.
So this you can be converted to a video.
Yes, I'll quickly show that you can also design these things, and these are all basic animations which I have done out here, by which you can just show that how these things can be done in a very beautiful way, right? So again, just a normal template, but just adding a little bit of animation, a little bit of sense to it. It creates a lot of essence in terms of the way that you want to showcase things, right? So this was like one of those campaigns that they had launched, Kiss Mein Kitna Hai Dum, and they wanted to reward some people into it. Right. So I will now stop this, and I will quickly show the video, which sorry. So I just need to show how do I create that video. Okay. Again, very, very easy to do that. Once you are ready with this PowerPoint, then what you do is same method, go to File, do a Save As, okay, and then choose the destination wherever you want to do that. And then over here, again, the same thing, go here, and you see there is something called an MPEG-4 video. Do you see that? Abhirup, do you see that?
Yes, yes.
Right? So you select this, and now once you do a save, right? So then what will happen is, it will save as a video. And then you can play that video wherever that is.
That's simple, huh?
That's simple. It is so simple.
Wow.
And another good thing is that you can also add your voiceover to this, or you can also add a particular audio that you want to insert into this particular thing. Again, very easy. Go to Insert. Over here, you can see there is video and there is audio also. So either you have something recorded or some music or something that you want to add here, or you want to record your own audio. Like while this presentations are going on, you want to talk. So once you do that and start on this, it will start recording your audio. So then what will happen is, as you are running these slides, you keep on talking, okay? So the slides are definitely going to record those things. And once you save it, it will get embedded into it. Right? And it is that simple that you can create videos in PowerPoint. So there are a lot of people who might be looking for softwares and want to invest in making videos. You can even use PowerPoint for making your videos and other things. So I'll quickly show how I had uploaded that in my YouTube channel also. So this is one of those content which I had created, and I put it in my YouTube channel. So if you see here, it is coming as a video. Right, so it's a video file which is playing in the YouTube. Right, so if I can extend this, see, it's a video file. It's going on in the similar fashion that I showed. So you can put your voice behind it. You can put some music behind it. It's that easy. Right?
So what seems, Partha, like, I mean, whether you use Canva, whether you use Movavi as a video making tool, whether you use your phone, whether you use PowerPoint, when we talk about personal branding, it's about showcasing what you know. I'm looking at this R&R, whatever this thing you do. I mean, I'm sure looking at this, people would really know that how good you are in this particular application, right?
Correct, absolutely correct.
And maybe before that, maybe people knew just as a trainer. I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Right. So what you're saying is absolutely correct. That while you are trying to brand yourself in a particular way, you can actually showcase a lot of things, like this content designing and doing many other things. If you keep on showcasing this in many other places, so then you can also try to create your niche, and that can people can showcase that. this person is not only a trainer. This person also has, this 3-4 other aspects to it. So it is not only about, talking about a trainer or being into HR. Since this program is a learning and development program, so definitely, we are talking in the similar lines. But having said that, this can be used in various domains. Why into training and HR?
Yeah, I mean, with your sales thing that I was seeing the video, I mean, if I'm working as a sales manager or a sales, senior ASM or a ZSM, I can use this particular Zoom video and I can share it with my team that how you can sell. I can put it for as a subject matter expert in sales, and I can create that thing that what kind of problem I solve. I can solve the problem of how people can sell better, or how I can tell people how a retail guy should sell. So internally also, if I imagine, I was just thinking, I create this, put it to my team, and I show it to my boss. This is what I've done, and it just took half an 40 minutes. Obviously, I'll not say that. I'll say I've did a lot of hard work, and I'm sure my boss will appreciate me for that, right? I mean, with the kind of effort that I've put in, without spending a single amount of money.
Absolutely.
I know that's not good for the traders, but I'm just sharing.
Right. Because, there is a very famous saying which says, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." Right? And it is not only dikhta hai, jo bikta hai. Kis tarah se dikha rahe ho aap? Wo bhi depend karta hai. The way, the pattern that you're using to display.
It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And someone.
It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it.
Right. And Shiv Khera did say that winners do things differently.
Right. I think that's really great. So if I quickly sum up, I think it's all about, what the problem you solve, what do you want to really talk about, what's your subject matter expertise, what's your USP, and then use the digital format, digital media. I'm sure all of you are aware of personal branding. All of you give sessions on personal branding. It's about when it comes to you, when it comes to us, we kind of take it a bit loosely. So use that, increase your social selling index, and use these tools which I've shared. If you want to get into a deeper insight, obviously we are there. There are a number of courses that are there in the market. You can go and go for those courses and upgrade yourself. But the thing is that you have to start doing. So if you don't start doing today, obviously you will never start doing. Right? I think that's where I am. Partha, if you would like to add any final.
Yes. I think it's already time. We were supposed to close it by 8 o'clock, so we are 7 minutes off now. Anyway, I think we can take some 2-3 questions before we say goodbye to people. So any questions that you have?
Partha and Abhirup, with your permission, I would also like to come in and say something to the participants today. I'm sure you enjoyed the program thoroughly. There's no doubt that you did so. And I've also seen in the chat box that many of you have expressed your eagerness to learn in detail from both of them, which is a very good thing. So I'm sure on the basis of your demand, we would be happy to conduct more such programs, maybe on the platform, not maybe, in fact, on the platform of L&D Global, where you can learn in smaller modules. So it would be good if you give your feedback here on screen, if you unmute your video, and whatever good, whatever positive, or whatever constructive you would like to speak about the program, we'll be more than happy to hear you. So you can just go ahead and unmute yourselves, ask your questions, and at the same time give some feedback.
And I think he wants to ask something. I'm sure you want to share.
Yes. So once you have asked questions, you can think about what you would like to say about the program.
Shubhanjit, do you want to share anything? You raise your hand.
No, I don't.
This is Reshmi. May I share from my end first, if you permit?
Carry on.
Yes. This has been, of course, I've been there with ICANN. I have attended the sessions of yours at PowerPoint. I just would like to mention that how is it possible that despite attending sessions, you've been like every session, there's so much more to learn. And now I really want to know much more in depth. So I believe both of you, Mr. Partha, Mr. Abhirup, you've been relearning a lot yourself every day, and you are sharing it with us. Best platform because it's very candid, approachable, interactive. I've shared it with all my colleagues, and some of them have already joined, some of them who are already into marketing and brand marketing communications, and I've seen them responding as well. So great job, and thank you L&D Global for bringing it ahead. Thank you, and all the very best to both of you.
Thank you very much, Rashmi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rashmi.
Abhirup and Partha, wonderful session. All that I would say is not just compliment you, but request you to come up in the near future with more such sessions for us.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sirisha. Sir, I'm so happy to join back. I totally agree with Reshmi. Every session is so new for us, and we feel so refreshing. And for me personally, I feel so confident whenever I attend your session. I feel okay, I can do something. So that confidence only from your I'll get. Due to my personal reasons, I couldn't join in between. Though I was trying again and again. Today also I was late actually, which generally I don't like to be late. But today I thought, no, anyhow I want to attend. I want to at least be a part of this session. So thank you so much, sir. Every time we get something new to learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shirisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So Vivek says, I really want to know how can I create my brand as a motivational speaker. The journey starts today. So all the things and the tips that we shared today, pick up and start working towards this. Build content. It's all about building content which will attract people, which will help you to solve people's problems. So I'm sure. So Dipanjan, I think you need to connect with Ashmita or Partha for getting into L&D Global.
Yes, Abhirup, I've already shared my number with Dipanjan. I'm sure he will be on board very soon with us.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the number. I'm looking forward to connect.
Absolutely, Dipanjan. Can we have some more voices there about the program? We'll be very encouraged.
Yeah, this is Oyon here. This is the first, hope you can hear me.
Yes, Oyon, we can hear you clearly.
Yeah,
can you
so
unmute
this
your
is the
video as well? Is it possible, Oyon? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know, no, I think there's some issues that are happening so sorry for that. I cannot unmute my video.
Not a problem.
Yep. So this is the first time that I have attended this program, especially for the infographic that has been shared to find the new you inside me. And the most informative part that I found was that there are so many things that are actually part of our daily work that I do, and yet that we can use them to create our own personal brand. So that's I think that is the best thing that I have learned from this session. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I'm hoping for getting for more sessions like this from both of you. Thank you both, Partha and Abhirup. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
So, is that all?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I'm sure all of them are mesmerized by the program, by whatever you told them, and you're trying to find out.
I want to share 30 seconds. I would just thank L&D Global to give us this platform. So thank you from the bottom of our heart that you've given us this platform and we could share whatever little we know. So thanks L&D Global for this, and thank you for the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abhirup. It was really a proud moment for us to host you as well. It's a pleasure from us as well. Thank you very much, Partha, who's already a part of us. And thank you, all of you. Let me remind you once again, not only Dipanjan, we would like all of you to come and get connected with L&D Global. You can get in touch with me. My name is Ashmita, and this is my number. You can text me, and I can help you in getting registered with us, be a member of L&D Global Kolkata chapter, and then there would be no looking back. You would get to learn, contribute, collaborate with us all through. So thank you very much once again, all of you. We would be coming up with the next program very soon. We have a very interesting program on breathing, okay, the importance of breath. The program is coming up on the 12th of June, that is next, in fact, the end of this week, by Pratima Goenka. So we would be very happy if you come and join. That would be a program where you would have to pay a certain amount of registration fee, though very nominal, but then we would be very happy if you come and join, especially in this time of pandemic, with a lot of stress putting us down. I think that is one program which is really going to help you. That is one of the many programs, and we're also coming up with a summer camp for our kids. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very interesting summer camp across 5 days where you're going to learn. The kids are going to learn art, music, theatrics, English. So all these are there for you. All you have to do is get in touch with me, and I will get you connected. So look forward to your participation. Thank you very much. So thank you very much. With that, we'll sign off. Thank you once again to Abhirup and Partha. It was wonderful having you with us.
Thank
you very much.
you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Have
Bye.
a nice evening. Bye.